Hello, everybody, and welcome to Power Pro Wrestling. I'm Jim Ross. Thank you very much for being with us. We have a great hour in store for you. We'll have some exciting matches from the Superdome Wrestling Extravaganza just this past June in the New Orleans Superdome. Also, some super action from the Sam Houston Coliseum in Houston, Texas. Big matchups in the hour. You're going to see Ted Dibiase and Steve Dr. Death Williams go against the Blade Runners. That match from Houston, Texas. We'll also see Coco Beware take on Jack Victory from the Superdome in New Orleans. And Dark Journey and Lady Maxine really made their presence known in that particular encounter. You'll see Terry Taylor defend his newly won UWF television championship against the man that he took it from in a big rematch. I'm speaking of Terry Taylor versus Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer. That match also originating from the Superdome. We'll also see the one-man gang in competition against Brett Wayne Sawyer from the New Orleans, Louisiana Superdome. So it'll be a great hour, a lot of exciting things, some announcements we'll be making as this hour progresses. But right now, let's go to Joel Watts in the Superdome and see the one-man gang in action.
Brett Wayne Sawyer going against the one-man gang. Sawyer outweighed and outsized a little bit by the one-man gang. There you see General Skandar Akbar in his black and white burnous. The ring announcer here at the Superdome is Bruce Pritchard from Houston, Texas. Great guy, great ring announcer. And referee Carl Fergie checking the equipment of the one-man gang. Rather copious equipment on the gang, I might add. Plenty of places to hide things in that outfit. But the one-man gang certainly doesn't need to hide anything, because he weighs 450 pounds, and he is as tough as they come. He's extremely agile for his size. But, of course, I don't think that he's going to win the agility battle against Brett Wayne Sawyer. If there's anything that Sawyer has going for him, it's his quickness in this match. Of course, Sawyer has a great fighting heart, and he's a tough kid as well. He's got that Sawyer blood in him. The one-man gang squares off with Brett Wayne and trying to keep his opponent at bay here. Brett didn't want to shoot in underneath the one-man gang, though. He certainly wouldn't want to attempt a single leg or a double leg dive on the gang. You just don't want to get underneath that weight. What Brett Wayne needs to do is keep his distance from him. See, there he goes between the legs using his agility to get that distance from the gang and try to hit him with the drop kicks and flying body presses and maneuvers that Brett Wayne uses so proficiently. On the outside of the ring, once again, we see General Skandar Akbar. He and the one-man gang have had a long relationship. I can recall several times when the one-man gang came in as a bounty hunter for Skandar Akbar, even when the one-man gang was under full-time management from Gary Hart. So the one-man gang and General Skandar Akbar have always gotten along quite well, and I'm sure it has quite a bit to do with the General's enormous financial resources. One-man gang involved in a test of strength against Brett Wayne. He seems to think he can outdo him in that department with just one hand, but it looks like the gang used his weight there. Brett Wayne, like I said, getting underneath that weight. The one-man gang is an example of the kind of athlete that is just so naturally big and strong. He doesn't look like your bodybuilders and such, but he is extremely powerful. You stand next to the man, you can see just how enormous he is. Sometimes, even though he looks large on television, you see him in real life, and this man is a true physical giant. And he is extremely powerful. Like I said before, there he's laying that hammer into the back and neck area of Brett Wayne. And here's a smart move on Brett's part. He's not exactly getting under the weight of the one-man gang. He's keeping a little distance from him. He's trying to attack one body part, in that instance, the knee. Of course, no matter how strong you are, the knees are the weak link of your body. And the gang continues to press the attack using the ropes here in the Superdome as one-man gang presses that 450 pounds down over Brett Wayne, and referee Carl Fergie is going to have to do something about this because that can be extremely dangerous. Can you imagine being choked under 400 pounds against a steel ring cable? Brett Wayne must be in a lot of pain right now. One-man gang picks him up, hoists him over there. One-man gang is using strategy even though he's breaking the rules. He's shading the count, but he's continuing to attack the same body part as he started on when using the ropes. Two infractions of the rules, blatant infractions, that the one-man gang doesn't need to use, but he does it anyway. And the gang fires Brett Wayne out of the ring. Referee Carl Fergie still instilling the count against both of these men. Brett Wayne looks to be in a bad way right now. Oh, man. A one-man gang, as you can see there, just clobbered Brett Wayne in the back of the head with that chair. And referee Carl Fergie disqualifies the one-man gang. There's absolutely no use for steel ring chairs in a match such as this. The one-man gang with a clothesline, he's continuing to apply the punishment to Brett Wayne, and Brett Wayne is in a bad predicament. Man! Well, the sound the crowd made in that instance pretty much tells the story. And I'm sure that was how Brett Wayne felt, as he had the breath completely crushed out of him by the one-man gang. The gang disqualified in this match. Brett Wayne Sawyer will go down as the victor, but the one-man gang has proved that he can soundly defeat Brett Wayne Sawyer. We'll be back with more PPW action right after this.
15-minute time limit for the UWF TV title belt. Introducing first the challenger, weighing in at 251 pounds from St. Pete, Florida, the Mad Dog, Buzz Sawyer. His opponent across the ring, weighing in at 232 pounds from Vero Beach, Florida, the UWF TV champion, Terry
It's going to be Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer taking on Terry Taylor in a rematch for the UWF television title. Recently, Terry Taylor defeated Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer for the title, and Sawyer grabbing that title away from referee Carl Fergie. But that's not the way that you're going to get the belt there, Buzz. It's Carl Fergie hoisting it up to show the fans the beautiful UWF television title. Folks, I think you're really going to like this match. Every time I've seen these two collide, they have had a barn burner, and I'm sure this match will be no different because Buzz Sawyer is really hot, and this is his big opportunity here in the Superdome during a television taping to win that title back. It's all on the line. Sawyer and Taylor. As Sawyer attempts to get things off on the right foot, I would imagine, but Terry Taylor realizes Buzz Sawyer's disposition, I guess you'd say, and Taylor's not going to shake his hand. Buzz Sawyer's really making a big deal out of this. You got to think that he has some ulterior motive on his mind. Yes, he kicks into the groin of Terry Taylor. That looked to be a little bit below the belt there, as Buzz Sawyer really attacks Terry Taylor, putting the boots to him, those big furry boots. But don't let the looks of them fool you. They've got the hard sole on the bottom of them. And the force that he could put behind him can really lay a welt on you. Speaking of putting welts on a person, Sawyer attacks him with those chops and those forearms across the neck and lung area of Taylor. Taylor trapped against the turnbuckles there, place you don't want to be. Arm whip. Sawyer waited just a little bit long. He hesitated for just a moment, and the quickness of Terry Taylor put Buzz Sawyer up against the ring post. Sawyer unable to stop his momentum. He came crashing into that ring post. Taylor going after that arm. Terry Taylor is extremely quick. He and Sawyer both. Very evenly matched pair here. Is Sawyer about 245, Taylor about 235. Sawyer's been on a strict diet since he's been in the UWF. Taken off about 15 to 20 pounds since he's been here. But he's been in the gym and he hasn't lost any strength. I think he's possibly tougher now than when he actually came here. And of course, Terry Taylor is always in magnificent physical condition. He trains extremely hard, both in the gym and on the road. You can tell in the legs of Terry Taylor, he spent a lot of time conditioning those legs. He has tremendous power in squats and leg presses, thigh extensions, leg curls, all the leg exercises Terry excels in. Some people tend to neglect that area of their body, but the truth is, in wrestling, when your wheels are gone, your effectiveness is gone. As Terry Taylor just about put Buzz Sawyer down to the mat for the 1-2-3. Sawyer, I don't think, has lost enough power at this point, nor has Terry Taylor taken enough out of him. But Taylor, you know, when you take a guy down to the mat, you kind of wake him up to that. And you're making him realize that his shoulders could be hitting that mat any second. Kind of tends to break up your train of thought. Terry Taylor still clinging to that arm bar. Sawyer tries to fire in a right, but Terry Taylor blocks it with his shoulder. Terry still attacking the arm of Buzz Sawyer. Sawyer takes him into the ropes. He's using the tights. He breaks the hold, and Terry, boy, look at the velocity that Taylor has coming off those ropes. Both these men extremely fast and extremely quick. Taylor with a nice flying body press. He catches Sawyer, hip toss, back down on the mat after the arm again. Terry Taylor is using fine strategy here and continuing to attack that arm of Buzz Sawyer. One advantage that I think Taylor has that is sometimes not counted in with folks that are this height is Terry really knows how to use his leverage well. Matter of fact, in this situation here, especially, he's using leverage on Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer. He has Sawyer's arm extended to its fullest position, thereby taking away the strength of it. Anytime you bend a man's arm completely or straighten it out completely, they lose all the strength in it. At this time, folks, we're going to have to fulfill one of our commercial commitments, and we'll be back with the balance of this match in just a moment. Please stay with us.
Universal Wrestling Federation will be in Bogalusa for the JC's Annual Wrestling Spectacular on the 4th of July, 8 o'clock starting time. That's Friday, July the 4th, 8 o'clock. Bogalusa JC's Annual Spectacular at Lumberjack Stadium. Wednesday, July the 9th, 7:30, Jefferson Playground Gym, sponsored by the Playground Booster Club. On Sunday, July 13th, 7:30 in Thibodaux at the Civic Center. And on Thursday, July 17th, 7:30 in Donaldsonville at the Lehman's Memorial Center. Hello again, everybody, and good morning to you. Welcome to Power Pro Wrestling. I'm Jim Ross. Thank you very much for being with us. Super card coming your way. 1 week from today, as a matter of fact. That's Sunday, June 29th, 3 o'clock in the afternoon at the beautiful Lakefront Arena right here in New Orleans. A super lineup. You'll see the Fantastics on the card. It'll be Coco Ware against Blade Runner Sting. Terry Taylor and Chavo Guerrero take on the Fabulous Freebirds, Michael Hayes and Buddy Roberts. Dark Journey's Missing Link will go against Lady Maxine's Jack Victory. Cowboy Bill Watts takes on Corsita Korchenko one-on-one with some very special stipulations that we'll talk about later in the hour. Ted DiBiase meets Terry Gordy for the UWF Heavyweight Championship, and then it's going to be lights out. No rules, no disqualifications. Hacksaw Duggan and Dr. Death against Kamala and the one-man gang. Let's hear about it.
It's lights out, gentlemen. Nobody wants anything to do with a lights out match. And it's tag team action. And I've got the punk slapper, the one-man gang. And as for you, Doc, and all your Oklahoma graduates, I want you to listen good, you and that flea-bitten hippie. Because this is the last time that you'll ever be in the squared circle, because you got Kamala, and you got the punk slapper, the one-man gang, and it's lights out. That means it's all over, gentlemen.
Well, Jimbo, you know that those are the two biggest men you've ever seen. Kamala and one-man gang, there's got to be 1,000 pounds in the ring with both of them. We know how tough they are, but they don't know how tough and rugged you and me are.
No question about it, Doc. You know, at that UWF tournament, when I was back there, I had 5 minutes to get ready, and I had a gash in my head about the size you could put your hand into. I was getting ready to go back out to the ring, and somebody strong grabbed me. And I looked through the blood and the sweat, and I saw Dr. Death Steve Williams. He said, "Hacksaw, I'm with you." And I said, "Baby, I know you're with me. So I don't care if you're 500 pounds, baby. You've never faced us before."
Those comments from Hacksaw Jim Duggan and Dr. S.D. Williams. Remember, that match has no rules. It's lights out. We're going to talk more about this card as the hour progresses here on Power Pro Wrestling. Remember, it's going to happen on Sunday, June 29, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Dark Journey has made a statement. Remember, the missing link will go against Jack Victory. And at this time, let's hear some comments from Dark Journey. She'll be at the lakefront.
Jack Victory, Lady Maxine, you challenged me. Well, I didn't have anyone. The two of you jumped me. Well, I have something for you. What I have is the missing link. Gonna put Jack Victory away. The Lady Maxine, they're all mine.
UWF TV title as Sawyer taking Terry Taylor into the ropes and biting him. Referee Carl Frigge tries to break it up. Sawyer breaks it. Flying body press. Taylor went for it, but Buzz Sawyer got out of the way. He used that quickness to get underneath it. And Taylor landed flat on his face on the mat. And I can guarantee you, folks, that mat is a lot harder than it looks. Sawyer fires Taylor out. Sawyer's standing around. It looks as if his arm is giving him a lot of pain right now. Terry Taylor attacked that arm for about the first 5 minutes of the match. Sawyer with a body slam on the concrete. And referee Carl Frigge is very close to calling the disqualification. Sawyer into the ring, and look at that look of pain on his face. Sawyer is really hurting. Terry Taylor put a hurting on that arm that Sawyer is having a hard time getting over. But Sawyer, I think, went for the correct move in that situation and putting Terry Taylor down with something that will keep him there for a little while. That body slam on the concrete. Sawyer using the steel ring barricades. That's one thing I've noticed about Sawyer. He really likes to attack the back area with those ring barricades. He uses every part of the ring and every part of his body as a weapon. Sawyer in the ring holding up his arm. You hadn't won it yet, Buzz. Terry Taylor getting into the ring. Sawyer sets up for one of those powerful suplexes of his, and he looks like he's going to connect. Yes, he does. Terry Taylor down to the mat. Taylor feels the sting of the canvas, but kicks out as Sawyer. Great strategy here. Now, this is the 4th series that he's executed attacking the lower back of Terry Taylor. First, he used the body slam on the concrete. Then he fired Taylor in to the ring barricade, used the vertical back suplex, and now the bear hug. That region of the body is extremely sensitive to pain. The kidneys, the back, it doesn't really affect your breathing and lung power that much, but it certainly does put you in a lot of pain, and it can have an effect that lasts throughout the match. Taylor looks like he's trying to hook up a headlock, but Sawyer, stout as he is, sitting back down at, oh, nice suplex by Buzz Sawyer. And there Sawyer didn't hook the leg. Sawyer might have had the pin, but he didn't hook up a cradle on Taylor. Taylor is so powerful in that region. I guess Sawyer must have figured that he had that back so worn down that Taylor wouldn't have enough power to bridge, but Taylor has so much leg and hip power that he was able to knock Sawyer off in a very decent and effective fashion as Buzz Sawyer continues to apply the pressure on that bear hug. People in the audience starting to get behind Terry Taylor. Here's some chants here and there saying, "Go, Terry, go." As I said before, there's a lot riding on this match. It's in the Superdome. There's a television taping, and it's for the UWF television title. UWF TV title is fast becoming known as one of the most prestigious titles in wrestling. Promoters and wrestlers from all over the country are trying to sign matches for the UWF television title. Sawyer goes back to that bear hug. Taylor needs to do something here pretty quick. Otherwise, Sawyer's going to really wear him down. Sawyer has a very powerful upper body, and I'm sure he's, well, you can see from the look on Terry's face, he's in a lot of pain right now. Referee Carl Fergie starting to check the arm of Terry Taylor. 3 times with no response means that Terry Taylor will give up the match, but Terry responds. You can hear the people stomping and chanting, "Come on, Terry." I'll tell you what, the fan response means a lot more to Terry Taylor than you might think. It really gets him going in the ring. I've heard him say it on many occasions. When he's got the crowd behind him, it gives him that little extra push, sends him over the edge, and here he goes. Terry Taylor is fired away with right crosses. They may not be legal, but Buzz Sawyer put Terry Taylor in that predicament illegally, and Sawyer with the power slam. Sawyer with the power slam. He's got the leg, and we're going to have a no. Terry Taylor kicks out. Terry Taylor kicked out, and somewhere along the line, Buzz Sawyer opened up a laceration on the head. Terry Taylor caught him with the fist. Terry really busted Sawyer open, and now Sawyer pulling out all the stops. Sawyer with a high-risk move. He goes up to the top, and Taylor catches him. 1, 2, and did he get 3? Yes, he got 3. Terry Taylor gets the 3 count on Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer in the Superdome in a rematch for the television title. There is now no question who the television champion is decisively. Terry Taylor with the victory as he waits for the UWF television championship belt. And now at this point, wait a minute, Buzz Sawyer going for the microphone.
Hey, Taylor, are you closet champion?
Sawyer's calling him a closet champion.
You know, and all these people know that that was a fluke. You have no time to get back in here.
Well, Sawyer with the challenge. He said it was a fluke, and Terry Taylor is going to back it up. Granted, the victory came at a split second there. Terry Taylor barely got that 3 count, but it was a 3 count in the middle of the ring. Nonetheless, Terry Taylor with the victory, and Sawyer is going after him. I don't think that this is an official television title match, but Sawyer and Taylor are hooking it up again. Sawyer lacerated, starting to lose some blood there, but Taylor with the Luthez press. He catches Sawyer for another 1, 2, 3. I think Terry Taylor has erased all doubt in anybody's mind who the real television champion is, as Terry Taylor defending successfully the television title. Let's go back to Jim Ross.
The sensational Terry Taylor erasing any doubt that anyone might have had that he was not the better man over Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer, because on this particular instance, Terry Taylor with a very convincing victory, not once but twice, over Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer to further establish himself as one of the top athletes in the country today. Terry Taylor, the reigning UWF television champion, He's also got to be one of the top contenders for Terry Bam Bam Gordy's UWF Heavyweight Championship. And in just a few moments, we'll return to the Superdome and see Coco Ware go against Jack Victory. Dark Journey and Lady Maxine make quite an impression on the folks in the Superdome. We'll have that for you right after this.
Take a letter to Mobile, Greyhound Park.
How do you spell that?
Never mind that the Universal Wrestling Federation is the #1 wrestling organization in the world today. And it's not our boast, but it's proof. On situations like this, being in the Superdome 26 times, the tremendous crowds each and every time as Victory works against Coco Ware. Right hands by Jack Victory, and he is in the ropes. Coco Ware is in the ropes. High elevation by Coco Ware. And Coco with another drop kick and Victory all the way outside. Victory and Lady Maxine outside the ring now. And this crowd solidly behind this young man from Union City, Tennessee. Another proud Tennessean. Coco Ware moving up the ranks in the Universal Wrestling Federation, as is Jack Victory. This a very key match in the careers of both these athletes in this tremendous facility. Victory raking the eyes now and working over Coco Ware. The momentum turning here once again. Victory with well-placed kicks. Victory, former Rookie of the Year. Coco Ware with the edge and experience. But both men know what lies in store for the winner of this match. A boost in the career for both men. A win would be a definite boost in the career of each athlete. Tommy Gilbert now trying to get Victory back away from Coco Ware. And Coco firing back. As I said, Lady Maxine. Coco Ware with a right hand and another right hand. The Birdman from Union City, Tennessee. And Ware, overzealous Coco Ware. That's his style. He doesn't know the meaning of slow pace. Coco Ware will take a chance or two. More often than not, it proves to be beneficial for him, but in that instance it was not. In Victory now, showing that he has gained some valuable experience, taking over on Coco Ware just as he has to. But Victory breaking the rules. Victory has kept Ware on the ropes, literally, for much of this contest here from the Superdome in New Orleans. Victory with a body slam. Jack Victory down the second rope. Coming off the second rope on Coco Ware. That is not a disqualification, only off that top rope. So on your opponent would be the disqualification. Now Victory, very arrogant. Victory has been blatant. Has pushed Tommy Gilbert now. Gilbert, one of the fine officials in the Universal Wrestling Federation. And we hear the crowd coming to their feet. We see the crowd coming to their feet, and you can hear them here in this tremendous facility. And we're going to try to get a look. Victory now somewhat distracted by the roar of the crowd. And Dark Journey is at ringside. She said she was going to be wherever Maxine was, and she is. And look at the big Amazon looking down at Dark Journey. Journey's much smaller, but she has got a big heart. And she said she was going to get even. Wherever Maxine was, she was going to get even. You got to give it to Dark Journey. Much smaller of the two. Victory going for the suplex. Coco Ware now has got Jack Victory. 1, 2, and the bell. Yes, sir. Coco Ware with a victory here in the Universal Wrestling Federation from the Superdome. Coco Ware, lightning quick. And the crowd roars its approval, but Dark Journey has distracted Jack Victory. And now Victory taking over on Coco Ware. Coco had received a lot of punishment from Victory. And all the way over and out. Victory all the way out to the floor, and Dark Journey seems to be challenging Lady Maxine. I'm going to get you. And here they come. Hold on to your seats on this one, and there they go. There they go, but Victory's pulling Coco Ware outside. Jack Victory throwing Coco Ware to the railing. And now it's 2-on-1. Victory. Victory's holding Dark Journey, and Maxine is really laying it to Dark Journey here. But Coco Ware, the Birdman, is back in the ring. Coco throws Victory all the way outside. And now then, is it going to be one-on-one? That's all that she's ever asked. And she's throwing powder right in her face. She's blinded. Dark Journey wanted to get even, and she's doing it right here in the Superdome. And she kicked her, and I mean below, way below the belt. Dark Journey back on Lady Maxine. Dark Journey want a kick. This situation is far, far, far from over. Dark Journey is not intimidated by that big, big woman. There's a lot of scores to be settled here. Dark Journey has got some measure of revenge. This is far from over, and Lady Maxine is going to feel the result of that, well, let's say a well-placed kick for some time to come. Another tremendous encounter from the New Orleans Superdome. Really some interesting analogies, I think, could come out of this situation. Number one, and until now, Dark Journey has been clearly the aggressor. She has a score to settle with Maxine. But after what we have just seen, I think we're going to see those roles reverse somewhat. I think we're going to see Lady Maxine get even more aggressive and perhaps even more desperate in her dealings with Dark Journey. One thing is for sure, this thing is far, far from over. And Dark Journey doesn't have to worry about Jack Victory any longer because she's got the missing link. Those battles coming up should be classics. Dark Journey and Lady Maxine, they really got after it in the Superdome, and we'll be back with perhaps the greatest tag team combination in wrestling today after we return from this timeout. On Friday night, July the 4th at 8 o'clock, Universal Wrestling Federation will be in Bogalusa for the JC's annual wrestling spectacular at Lumberjack Stadium. The top stars in UWF will be there on Friday night, July the 4th, 8 o'clock. Don't you miss that big event. Plus, another big fundraiser on Wednesday night, July the 9th, 7:30 at the Jefferson Playground Gym, sponsored by the Playground Booster Club. Sunday, July the 13th, 7:30, Supercard in Thibodaux at the Civic Center. And on Thursday night, July the 17th, 7:30 starting time in Donaldsonville at the Lehman's Memorial Center. Good morning, everybody. Thank you very much for staying with us here this morning on Power Pro Wrestling here on WGNO. Supercard coming your way at the Lakefront Arena. It'll be on Sunday afternoon, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Great opportunity to bring the family out. Adults in general admission just $4, and children 12 years of age and under in general admission just $3. 3 o'clock starting time on the 29th of June, 1 week from today. Lights out. Dr. Death and Hacksaw Jim Duggan will join forces to go against General Skandar Akbar's giant duo of Kamala and the one-man gang. That's going to be a war. Ted DiBiase takes on Terry Gordy. UWF Heavyweight Championship will be on the line in that one. And Cowboy Bill Watts, one-on-one with the big Russian Korchenko. If Watts wins, he will get 5 minutes all alone with Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. But if the Russian wins, then Hot Stuff will give Watts 5 lashes with Watts' own Cowboy belt. We'll hear from Cowboy Bill Watts right after we hear this.
Yes, sir, Mr. Cowboy Bill Watts already. A great picture goes down in history. It has happened. There's no way that this can ever be washed out ever, because it's history, brother. It is history. And now another thing that will be history when it is over is this time, Bill Boy. Listen, when you go into the ring this time against Korchenko, if you beat him, if you get lucky, you get 5 minutes with me in the flag. But when Korchenko beats you, I'm going to get to whip you with your own belt, and I'm going to have my personal
hurting on me, the likes of which I don't remember the last time something like this ever happened. And you put that Russian flag on me. I'd rather be dead than red. That's how strong I feel about it. Now I got you big Russian one-on-one, and you don't think I can handle it. You think I need my friends to help me. Well, I love every one of my friends, and I want their support. But I'm going to kick his tail by myself. And then I get that Russian flag that spoils the war. But more important, I get 5 minutes with you, Eddie Gilbert. And there's not going to be any negotiation or any peace talk. I'm not going to take any prisoners. I'm going to kick your tail. And if you should happen to win, you get to take my own cowboy belt and whip me with it. And I'll have to be dead for that to happen.
Quite a showdown, maybe the longest 5 minutes in Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert's life, or the most humiliating moment in Cowboy Bill Watts' career. In any event, it's all going to happen on Sunday afternoon, June the 29th, 3 o'clock starting time at the Lakefront Arena. We'll tell you more about it in the hour.
Tremendous showdown.
Well, we certainly had, and this Friday night, you're going to see all 4 of the competitors in the tournament. Ted Dibiase is going to be going against Rock, the big Blade Runner. The blonde-head Blade Runner Sting will be going against Kamala. Dr. Death Sting Williams has Kortiko, the Russian. So all 4 of these men are in the tournament. And, of course, this Friday night, we're all looking forward to it. Ticket sales are great. We hope everybody will join us. It's great to see Ted Dibiase and Dr. Death back together as we listen to Bruce Springsteen, Born in the USA.
And you can hear thousands and thousands of future wrestling fans singing Born in the USA. Can you imagine what's going to happen with the tournament? The big tournament of professional wrestling history will be made this Friday night. The place to be is the Sam Houston Coliseum. You do not want to miss this history-making event. But up in the ring now, we've got Ted Dibiase, Steve Dr. F. Williams, the American team, as they go up against the Blade Runners.
And ladies and gentlemen,
To finish the
their
introduction.
opponents have a combined weight of 548 pounds. Reunited for the first time right here in Houston, Texas, the very popular tag team combination of Dr. Dan Steve Williams and Ted Dibiase. One fall, 45-minute time limit.
One fall, 45-minute time limit, and an excitement galore here in the Coliseum. And keep in mind, this Friday night, these 4 superstars do return to action in that tournament that's going to make professional wrestling history right here in the Sam Houston Coliseum. Starting off the match, Ted Dibiase, as he goes up against Sting, 4 powerful individuals.
Oh, most certainly, Pete. And I think, you know, Ted Dibiase's forte has never been his brawn, even though he is a big, strong man. He's a technician. He'll analyze, and he'll move at the right time. And I think that Sting obviously has the advantage in strength. But wait till Ted Dibiase gets untracked a little bit. And Sting, of course, is going to be going against Kamala Friday night. Ted Dibiase going against Sting's partner, Rock. You can't really say enough about Friday night's big tournament. It's going to be a phenomenal, phenomenal night. I'm certainly looking forward to being here.
Well, you know, Ken Mantell, the man in charge of the seating of the entrance, has done a terrific job in the first pairing. The first round could tell a lot about what's going to take place in that tournament.
Oh, most certainly. And I tell you, this match right here has a big bearing on the tournament. We're less than a week away. Nobody wants an injury. Everybody wants to come into the thing healthy Friday night. But you got these 4 men, as I said, are all deeply involved in the tournament. They want to stay healthy, but more importantly, Dibiase and Doc want to reestablish themselves as a preeminent force in tag team wrestling. And the Blade Runners have yet to taste defeat on television as far as the tag team is concerned.
That's a very good point. No one's been able to stop the Blade Runners, but this is the first time they've run up against Ted Dibiase and Steve Dr. Death Williams. As Dibiase and Dr. Death have displayed through the months their great tag team combination. Blade Runners, they're devastating. They're powerful. They have an unorthodox style that is outright dangerous inside the ropes. But Dibiase and Dr. Death, they don't take a back step to anybody.
Well, you know, a lot of people compare the Blade Runners to the Road Warriors, and the Road Warriors were very young in their career. I really think that there is a great deal of similarity between those 2 teams, with the exception that perhaps the Blade Runners might be a little bit more mobile at this stage of their career.
So Sting missed, but Ted DiBiase did. And look at that big Ted DiBiase get high in the air with those drop kicks. Now that hip flip as DiBiase displaying his wrestling ability. So Ted DiBiase showing Houston wrestling fans he's ready to do battle. Last minute strategy talk there.
Well, Eddie Gilbert is a fine athlete in his own right and a very good wrestler. There's no doubt about that. I think he's been a positive influence in the Blade Runner's career as far as I've seen him improve a great deal over the first time that I saw them in the squared circle. But they're in there with a master. There's nobody better in compiling a game plan and following it through and executing it as Ted DiBiase. And so Rock on the outside, who we have not seen, is getting a first-hand scouting report of Ted DiBiase. That's the man he'll be facing Friday night.
Hook up referee's position. That's where strength comes in, leverage, wrestling know-how, and then Sting snaps that side headlock on DiBiase. I had the good fortune of being in New Orleans at Superdome for that tremendous tag team tournament that took place on the auspices of the Universal Wrestling Federation. That was a night and a day of wrestling action I will never forget. The fans who were there will say the same thing. They came from all over, and we are urging people from all over who are able to hear this telecast to make their plans. It's a holiday weekend to come into Houston, Texas, and be at this tournament. It's going to be a night of wrestling action they will never forget.
Well, you know, I made a comment a few weeks ago to Paul that I think it's a tribute to you and to Paul Bosch for your affection of the fans, your love affair with the great fans of Houston, that the ticket prices were not raised. The ticket prices were left the normal ticket prices. There's a price on the scale that everybody can afford, and I know that just already the people that I've talked with, most of the people here this evening have said, well, we've got our tickets, we're making plans to buy our tickets. People from all over the country are calling our office wanting ticket information, so I think you're going to see a record-setting crowd on May 30th. We hate to leave this exciting battle, but we have to take a commercial timeout. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
Do their best to try to reestablish the fact that they feel they are the best tag team in the country today. Sting setting up a high in the air. Comes down that guillotine elbow. Aims with that fist right on the bridge of the nose of Dr. Death. We've got Sting on top. We've got 2, but no 3. As Dr. Death again displays that ability to take a lot of punishment as well as give it out. Both men collided head-on.
Well, that's quite a collision there. Williams has got to get the tag. Doc's in great condition, but the Blade Runners have been tagging in and out very quickly, and they have kept the match in their part of the ring. Dr. Death, and no disrespect is meant, I'll guarantee you, because I respect the man immensely, but he needs to make the tag and get DiBiase, the fresh man, in the ring.
Now the fans start to clap, and they start to chant, "Oh, you, oh, you, oh, you." That's got to be a first here in Houston, Texas.
I can't believe that one. I've been here many times, sitting here at ringside and deep in the heart of Texas. Darryl Royal and Freddie Akers, I'm sure, would run right back to Austin if they were here tonight.
But I think what Houston wrestling fans have shown is that they want to give their support to Dr. Death. They respect his ability at the University of Oklahoma. And many times that's the best respect you can earn is when, for 4 years, Dr. Williams was a menace to the University of Texas. But now he's a big favorite to Texas wrestling fans. That time, Dr. Death was trying to send Sting 5 rows deep at ringside. If he's that charging Oklahoma Stampede, and we got Rock on top. We got 2, but no 3. 10 minutes are gone by in this match. Good, solid match between 4 top-conditioned athletes. And as Rock misses, Dr. Death trying to take this opportunity to tag Ted DiBiase. The tag is made, and in comes DiBiase. And DiBiase knows exactly what to do once he gets inside that ring. DiBiase can literally explode. And that's what he's doing right now. First he sends Sting to the mat. Then he slugs the Rock. And as they're setting him up, Dr. Death and Ted DiBiase unleashing their exciting attack. And we've got everything busting loose. As Carl Fergie trying his best to regain some kind of control. Dibiase with a good switch. Mighty in, hot stuff Gilbert now. Drop kick. But Dibiase run him over. We got 3 and we got Ted Dibiase. Ted Dibiase.
The Blade Runners, no doubt about, are big, strong individuals. But I don't think they've got what it takes inside. And I'm speaking of intestinal fortitude. They didn't stand up to the test of Steve Dr. Death Williams and Ted Dibiase. I don't know how much longer they're going to last in this area. Perhaps they'll find an area that the competition is not quite as tough. Be that as it may, Williams and Dibiase completely dominating the Blade Runners, and we'll be back with more exciting Power Pro Wrestling this time out. Universal Wrestling Federation and the Bogalusa JCs invite you to a tremendous event on Friday night, July the 4th, 8 o'clock at Lumberjack Stadium. A tremendous event, the Bogalusa JCs Annual Wrestling Spectacular. Don't you miss it. On Wednesday night, July the 9th, 7:30, the Jefferson Playground Gym, a super card sponsored by the Playground Booster Club. Sunday, July 13th, 7:30 in Thibodaux at the Civic Center, a Super UWF card. On Thursday night, July 17th, 7:30 in Donaldsonville at the Lehman's Memorial Center, a Super UWF event. And coming up on Sunday afternoon, June the 29th at 3 o'clock. It'll be lights out, no rules, no disqualifications with Hacksaw Duggan and Dr. Death. Go against Kamala and the one-man gang. The UWF Heavyweight Championship will be on the line. Ted Dibiase will challenge Terry Bam Bam Gordy. Cowboy Bill Watts will go against Corsita Korchenko. If Watts wins, he gets 5 minutes all alone with Hot Stuff. But if the Russian wins, then Hot Stuff will give Watts 5 lashes with the Cowboy's own belt. Plus, you'll see Dark Journey's missing link against Buddy Maxine's Jack Victory. Terry Taylor and Chavo Guerrero against the Fabulous Freebirds. Coco Ware, the Fantastics, and many more. Get your tickets early at all Ticketmaster outlets. Bell time, Sunday is 3 o'clock.
The following message is going to come as a big surprise.
Welcome to Power Pro Wrestling, and thanks very much for staying with us. I hope you've enjoyed this hour of Power Pro Wrestling action, and we've enjoyed bringing it to you. Thank you very much for allowing us to come to your home once again. So many big things coming up in upcoming weeks. We're going to be in Memphis, Tennessee on Friday night, July the 25th for a summer spectacular at the Mid-South Coliseum. The big one coming to the Reunion Arena in Dallas, Texas on Sunday, July 27th. Tickets for that event will go on sale on July 5th in Dallas at all Rainbow Ticketmaster outlets. Some of the biggest stars in wrestling will be there in Dallas on that event. We'll also be in Wichita, Kansas on August the 4th. We're planning on a big, big card in Kansas City in the near future. Also a super showdown at the Tulsa State Fair on Friday night, September the 26th. So many great things happening, and we're also very excited to be cooperating with the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Benefit. That'll be in Little Rock, Arkansas in the early part of July. It's our privilege to work with such a tremendous organization and tremendous group. They're building the first salute, the first memorial to the Vietnam veterans erected anywhere on the state capital in the United States, and we're happy to be working with them on that particular project. Next week here on the program, we're going to be bringing you some exclusive footage from the Sam Houston Coliseum in Houston, Texas, some big matchups there, and more footage from the Superdome in New Orleans. It should be a great hour. We'll also have some very important announcements, and I think some interviews with some of the athletes that you'll find most interesting. Once again, for our whole crew, I want to thank you very much for being with us. We hope to see you right back here next week on Power Pro Wrestling. Until then, I'm Jim Ross. So long, everybody.